Welcome back, MTG Joe here, and today we're going to be playing some Best of One Standard, and we're going to be trying out CovertGoBlue's CGB's mono white aggro deck that he got to #1 Mythic with. I'm currently 8-0 with the deck. You can see this through my untapped.gg tracker. If you're interested in tracking your own game stats, I have the link in my video description below. It's free to use, gives you a whole bunch of useful stats, everything like that, and you can also now pull up, it analyzes like what your opponent was playing, and it can pull up your opponent's decks as well. So this opponent was on like a Dragon Scale Elite Spellslinger deck, so kind of a cool tool there, free to use, so give it a shot. But going into the deck itself, so this is a mono white aggro. So we've seen a lot of these variations in the Best of One queue, but notably with this one here, it's built around a card Sparring Regimen. So we've seen versions with like Redain, or with the Angel that fetches other copies from your sideboard, Glass Caskets, stuff like that. We've seen life gain versions. Sparring Regimen enters the battlefield, learns. So you get to basically have a 7-card sideboard in Best of One, which is really helpful. And then whenever you attack, you put a 1/1 counter on target attacking creature, and you untap it. So this allows us to have Pseudo Vigilance. Paired with something like Maul the Skyclaves, you can have a really big creature that's vigilant, flying, first strike, very hard to deal with from the opponent's side, especially with stuff like All Seed of Life's Bounty and Selfless Savior to protect them. We also have Season Hallowbade, which is indestructible on its own. Rounding up the deck, we have Usher of the Fallen, just another aggressive 1-drop, Luminarch Aspirin, which is a staple in these style of strategies, just to scale up in the late game. Elite Spellbinders to tax your opponent's hand, Skyclave Apparition as ways to deal with permanents on your opponent's side of the board, and then 4 Faceless Havens. Our Learn package is an Academic Probation, which we can basically either stop something from attacking or blocking, or prevent an opponent from casting something, say a board wipe that we know about with Elite Spellbinder or Emergent Ultimatum. Environmental Sciences to ramp, Reduce to Memory as general removal. Inkling Summoning and Spirit Summoning both make different types of tokens, and then 2 copies of Expanded Anatomy. I can't say that word. Put 2 counters on target creature, gains vigilance till end of turn. So we'll fire this up. I'm like midway through Platinum. See if we can potentially get up to Diamond today. And we'll take it from here. Best of One mono white. Let's go. As always, if you do enjoy the content, if you can, drop a like, comment, and if you haven't done so already, do consider subscribing on YouTube. It's free and easy way to help support the channel. But let's jump into it, see what we got today. Haven't been playing too much since the reset. This hand's fine. So normally I'd leave with Selfless Savior, but given Hallowblade can just discard, we'll just go with this. Can gain us some life. This is probably, is it Dragons or just mono blue? It's interesting. I think here we just drop Hallowblade. Okay. If we can get this down, it'll be good. But they're probably on like a Brazen Borrower plan. Causing land. That's very frustrating. $22 lands. I think we Spellbinder first here, see what they have. It lets us be more informed the way we play around things. Sharp for 2's fine. Brazen, Alrins, Gaddock. Tad annoying. Because these are going to be able to tempo us pretty well. Because no matter how big we get it, it's not going to do too much. Weird seeing Fabled Passage if they're a base blue mana base. We'll see if they have another color here, but I imagine they're base blue. I think here we go sparring. It's probably... I don't want to go too heavy on counters, just because they can bounce it. Let's just go Spirit Summoning here. I'm gonna put it on the Hallow Blade here. If they want to try to block on the Spellbinder. I think we're doing this. Just get rid of the Shark here. I can exile Gadwick. So we're usually pretty good against traditional removal, but the bounce is actually a little annoying. What I'll probably start doing is holding up this Eidolon as a protection spell. I think we're gonna start off... Oh, but they could tap down my stuff. This forces them to do a pre-combat. Whatever they target to bounce, I'm going to give protection from blue. So this fizzles a Brazen Borrower. So they can use a second Brazen Borrower, but it fizzles the first. Interesting game. We tempo mode a bit. Alrins is taxed, but they could start taking some extra turns soon. This is going to get quite large as well. That's pretty good. I think we do this. They can trade with Faceless, but I think we're okay there. And I think at this point we do want to keep up Eidolon protection. I think going wide on them is pretty good here. Okay, so they do have the second Faceless. 4/6 is pretty substantial. We may just have to start throwing our best bets to get, like, Maul the Skyclaves. Land is not what we want here. Should have probably held the land. Let's see what they do here. Interesting. They block like that. So I can give pro blue, but they have the Faceless Havens. They still just take a chance here. It's an interesting line. They can take an extra turn with Allrens if they have a land, them drawing 3 Faceless. A little unfortunate. They're just going to take an extra turn here. Double borrower hand. That's interesting. Guess with Faceless they're okay. Oh, the Fabled are just to get more counters on it. They have to draw extra cards. Still have an out. We still have 3 Mauls. Nope. Just a land. I think we have each one threaten lethal. Does this enter at instant speed? Did not know that. This is the first time really seeing Cosmina get played. Okay, so we're dead here. Alright, finally took an L. Cool deck by the opponent. It's fine. Plat tier 2. I don't know if we play that game any different. Maybe we value the flyer a little bit more, but they had Brazen Borrowers. Could have taken... Because if we take the like card draw dude, I don't think it makes much. Okay, so this hand's good. We did miss a land that game on 3, which kind of messed up our curve. Usually when you could go Selfless into Luminarch Aspirant, it's a very good start. Gets you ahead in most games. This lets me attack in this turn. The Giant Killer will have me tap stuff down, so let's do this. It also differentiates my threats. If they have something like Skyclave Apparition. They're going to want to target the Luminarch. Hollow Blade. It's fine. So I think we go Skies this turn. Sparring Regiment's interesting. Set that up for the following turn. Try to get like Luminarch or Maul out of the way. Okay, we'll get rid of Skyclave Apparition here. Opponent's hand's got a bit more gas than us. Probably just get this going. The ground's going to be pretty blocked up. Don't really want to trade here. So they probably do their own Skyclave here. I'm guessing they take Sparring Regiment, but let me highlight over Eidolon. This might be a mirror, but they're on Giant Killer. I think we're taking this. I think we're doing this. I think we get this going. Just try to race them. So this is better to protect against Skyclave Apparitions, so I think I'm willing to do this. So if we draw land, we can Sparring Regiment. If not, I can give protection. They can hold up mana and tap things, but not the best use of their value. We know they have at least one Skyclave. Valkyrie. That's annoying. So attack, attack, attack. They can take the free block here. Doesn't really make sense to bestow here. Or boast here, because we can't really do anything with the token. And then like this way I can keep up mana if they play that out. Yeah, I go Luminarch. Usher Dog. I will block here. They don't have cards in hand. Oh, I guess they can sack. It's fine. I still think we want the protection up here. Still a decent attacker. Really need something here. Protection from white. So sparring, okay, they concede. Nice. Land for sparring regimen would have been lethal. And I think that's just how we have to play out these games, just getting quite aggressive. It's just a race in that case. The shield was good for them, but the evasion proved to be better, and I think it was correct. With the face-up information, they had Skyclave Apparition. We needed to play around it. This hand's a little slow, but Usher allows us to boast the creature. And then Faceless Haven's Gas. What happened to our opponent? Opponent, let me in. So let me know what you think. I've been doing shorter videos, about 20-30 minutes. Bit of best of 1 and best of 3. I'm trying to do a mix of standard and historic. Let me know if you have preferences, one or the other. Opponent timeout. Do I want to trade that for an Usher? I have Sparring Regimen coming down. It's worse if they have like a 2-drop, but I could just Skyclave their next play. That gets around the protection later on. Yeah, that could be Winota. Yeah, there you go. Definitely a Winota build. Let's go flying here. We could have waited a turn to attack, but I think if they are Winota, there's a chance they just stomp it anyways, so it's important for us to take them off all their non-humans. Looks like they've missed a line drop. Bye, friend! We'll give it one more. That didn't really count now, did it? Luris, so probably rogues. Give this a shot. Haven't played against rogues yet with this. Ooh. Not rogues. Probably should have waited to attack. That seemed kind of loose. They're probably bringing this back, so this might be the Auras build. Which we probably have a terrible matchup against. Mire Trident is fine. I think we're just doing this, attacking in. Can just start running out some Faceless Havens if need be. That's what I was worried against. Because they just draw a ton of cards. Sparring Regiment. Looks good. I think we just go flyer here. I guess I could have 3-2'd. Want to have the protection up. Don't make him draw a card here. Yeah. The problem is they're going to be playing like 8 of these that they can then recur with Luris. And then these just draw more cards. Two drop would actually be pretty good here. Perfect. So I think what we do is just play out both. Kind of want to keep the Aspirant around. So this kind of incentivizes them. We just want to hope to dodge like one turn. No auras. Looks like village rights. Four cards in hand, they likely have one. The land's actually... Heartless Act, yeah, they just... When one deck's got a ton of removal, the other doesn't, it's a bit hard to compete. It's probably Luris to hand, or do you have Call the Death Dwellers? It's actually okay because of Maul. Alright. Inkling versus the world. I can fire up one of these, make it 5 power. Serrated Scorpion's a bit annoying. Luris can also just keep bringing back like the dead weights and stuff. Could shrink down my dude. Can I get a Skyclave apparition? Hallowed Blade. So they can trade with the demon. This is just dead anyways, but see if we can just throw it in the way of something. So we can Myers grasp this. Maybe I should have just continued going all in on this because I can't really attack with it now. %6 chance. This is good. This another one of these is good. Another sparring regimen is good. That's interesting. So they just try to race me here. Eight, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I'm just dead. Wow, we just never drew anything that game. Mono lands. So I attack, but they have enough to go wide, and then I can't. Like, this just kills me on the damage dealt. So, interesting deck. That one's probably not very good against something like Sultai Ultimatum, but against our particular deck, it does have a very good matchup. So that's the deck. Obviously not as good as the 8-0, but you're in best of one. The variance is going to happen sometimes, like us drawing 8 lands and no spells, really. But let me know what you think. As always, appreciate if you can drop a like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and have a great one.